May 10th, 1996. Rob Hall and Scott Fisher, two of the most experienced mountain climbers in the world, arrived with their clients at top Everest. You think that'd be a cause for celebration, but it wasn't. It was a cause for concern, grave concern, that would end up as one of the deadliest tragedies ever on the world's tallest peak. Hello, I'm Bill Zipp, and I help sales leaders achieve double-digit growth with a people-first approach to sales performance. This is video 6 in a 6-part series on effective communication for leaders and managers. 18 hours is all you have when you're climbing Mount Everest. Climbers begin their ascent from base camp, located at 26,000 feet above sea level, in the ungodly hour of 2 a.m. They climb through the night and early morning, reaching the summit about midday. Then they scramble back down before sunset to the safety of base camp. Climbing expeditions on Mount Everest follow this strict guideline, the 2 o'clock rule. The 2 o'clock rule states that any climber who's not reached the summit by 2 o'clock in the afternoon abandons their ascent and returns to base camp immediately, no exceptions. The reason for the 2 o'clock rule is simple. Continue climbing after this time poses a deadly risk to climbers and their guides. You simply cannot make it back to base camp. But on this day, that rule was not followed, and 5 climbers, including the 2 leaders of the expedition, died as they descended Everest in total darkness well past midnight, while a ferocious blizzard enveloped the mountain. Why had this happened? One reason: the absence of dissent. John Krakauer, the best-selling author who was on this expedition, observed that a relationship of passive dependency developed between the climbers and their guides. Guides presented themselves as invincible experts. Climbers were asked to be their unquestioning followers. Even as Scott Fisher's physical condition deteriorated badly, struggling to put one foot in front of another, no one talked about the 2 o'clock rule or suggested an alternative course of action. Leadership expert Michael Roberto observes, the experience on the slopes of Everest mirrors the group dynamic within many executive suites and corporate boardrooms around the world. Factors suppressing debate affect managers as they make misguided decisions with teams that lack the trust and respect that encourages candid dialogue. You just experienced the power of story. Stories bypass the logical part of our brain and speak straight to the heart. The most successful sales leaders tell stories constantly. Here are 6 effective storytelling techniques. 1. Set the context. In a sentence or 2, transport the audience from where they are now to an entirely different time and place by clearly stating the when, who, and where of your story. In that order: when, who, where. State the conflict. Now present a problem that does not appear to have a solution, like reaching the peak of Mount Everest after the allotted time. Conflict is what makes a story and not a list of random activities. Conflict also grabs people's attention. 3. Divulge details. Get gritty with your stories, revealing things like 18 hours is all you have, 26,000 feet above sea level, the 2 o'clock rule. Details give stories a sense of reality and, again, transport your audience to a different time and place. 4. Resolve the conflict or not. Stories come in 2 flavors, the hero story and the cautionary tale. In the hero story, the main character fulfills their quest. Think Frodo arriving at Mordor and destroying the ring. A cautionary tale like the story I just told does not have a happy ending. The conflict is not resolved, but a lesson is learned. 5. Make the point. Here now is the payoff, the moral of your story, its lesson, its punchline. For the story I just told, the leadership lesson is the danger of the absence of dissent. For Frodo, it's the power of perseverance against all odds. What points do you want to make with your people? Use these effective storytelling techniques to make them. This is the final video in our 6-part series on effective communication for leaders and managers. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss our next sales leadership series. Or better yet, schedule an appointment with me to discuss your specific sales challenges. Because every salesperson deserves a great sales manager. Thanks for watching.